So for the sake of context, for the next about 15-20 minutes of the video, about 2 weeks ago now, my father and I took on this massive project, a week-long project when my mom was away, and we completely remodeled her room. Now, about 2-3 months ago, my father had initially said, hey, when your mom goes away, let's attack her closet. Let's make it kind of like a walk-in closet, just completely renovate it. So I was down, I would love that done for me. I was like, she's so deserving of it. This is gonna be a fun little project to do and execute our vision. But I was just like, yeah. The week of, I guess it didn't hit me or I'm almost positive things kind of just changed within the 24 hours because my father was like, hey, let's just attack her whole room. And I was like, okay, I didn't know we're home renovation now, but we took on that project. It was a full 5-6 days that she was gone. I'm talking new molding, new paint, new outlet covers, new wardrobe. We extended the walls. We moved electrical. It was a lot. It was a lot. Super worth it. But I'm going to be inserting some clips from that week. The second I dropped her off at the airport, got back home, we started gutting out her closet. She had so much stuff. Now that was one of the toughest parts, was the fact that we had to make space for everything. But not for nothing, I love that my father had put me in charge. I remember when he initially texted me, because it was through text, that he was like, hey, I was thinking for mom when she goes away. It might have been in person. We just had so many conversations about this idea for 2-3 months. Obviously, it was a surprise if you hadn't figured that out already. Hence why we had 5 days to do it. And we were working from sun up till sundown. He had a coworker of his who's super carpentry, construction, everything. He even had to play electrician. And, we had him over, and then it was I would give myself gracefully 5% of hard labor. They handled the rest. But my dad, I remember when he asked me in person, he was like, hey, listen, I want to do this for mom. It'd be a fun little project for us. We could go through professionality. I think he wanted to hire people, and I was like, Dad, that's gonna be a lot of money. And I don't know, I just feel because when I moved here, I knew that IKEA could kind of just do a lot of the work for a good price and very customizable. Because that's initially what I wanted when I first moved to this apartment. I wanted one of the PAX wardrobes, which is what we ended up using as her wardrobe system. And he was like, okay. I remember when he asked me, he was like, hey, I'll get my coworker and we will do all the hard labor, and you will be in charge of basically everything else. So whatever you have set, whatever color, whatever design, whatever dimensions, whatever you wish to do with this, whatever your vision is, we will make it come to life. And I was like, I felt like I had a little clipboard and some glasses and a construction hat on. And I was just project management. It was funny too, because that week was I'm sure everybody feels this way, but when their mom was not home, whether she's working late hours, working long hours throughout the week, on vacation, just not physically in the home, it's fridge is empty. Everyone's borderline on survival mode, especially since I live here. So I took a week to sort of be there. I don't think she thought anything of it, honestly, because me and my mom do share locations, but that was the one thing I was surprised, was that she never had an idea about it. She said from when she walked into her room and she saw it, the reveal, she was completely shocked, which was the best part of it. That's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to insert some clips, the whole process of it all, because it really was, again, fun, so worth it, so rewarding, so deserving, my mom especially. And it really kind of educated us. I remember my dad was like, this was so worth it because of the fact that one, me and him spent a lot of time together. And they say, for couples at least, putting each other to the test is building IKEA together, building an IKEA furniture. And it's true. Like, you know, when you're in that type of setting, high emotion, high stress, you have a deadline to meet. You know, like, also, like, again, because we had such a small time and so much to do, it was like we had to have like, it was like a schedule. It was like we had to eat at certain times, and like we had to have like snack time, and like it was just, again, it felt like work. Like that was not just a week off. Like we were like sun up till sundown. Again, the result was like, I was in love with it. I thought like that was exactly what I envisioned. And I remember halfway through being like, this is a lot, but like we're gonna get through it. And then let's say like the Monday she landed, mind you, with our luck, 7:30 in the morning was her flight. Like we didn't even have Monday. We had Sunday as like, this is it, this is it, this is it. She had so much miscellaneous stuff in that closet. Like her whole life was basically in that closet. So I was like, this is a lot. But I was able to do all her clothing. I was able to like put all the new, you know, all the different departments where they should be. And hopefully that organization sort of helps her, just because like it is a lot to stay organized, especially when you had a system that she basically had, which was all shelving. So, again, it was like fun to like, even just the trial and error side of it, because I remember like we all have so much envisions for ourselves of like, this is what I want, this is the color scheme I want, this is how I want it to look, but sometimes things just go wrong. And honestly, to be really, really real with you, the biggest hurdle we had was probably the paint on the wall, which I take as a plus. Like that is like, that was fine, because I low-key was expecting other hiccups, because like, I don't know, we've never done something like that before, something that big, something that's secretive, you know, like it was also, you know, like the chance of like running into those type of issues where certain things didn't go out the way you initially planned or envisioned them to look. But no, everything came out seamlessly. The issue with the paint was that in the pamphlets at Home Depot, since they have bare paint, I'm sure just like the pamphlets, you know, they're professionally taken pictures of like several rooms, and you know, studio light and all that. I'm sure it played a major factor into the fact that like it simply was not going to look the way it looked on that paper in a room. And my mom has a lot of natural lighting, so I was kind of surprised. Like I'm not an airhead. Like I know like if she has a room that like gets no type of lighting, to not compare it to a picture where like it's right next to like a major window. Like my mom has like all windows in her room. So that was sort of a bust. Again, a very small hurdle to get through. And the paint that we ended up with was so much better. Like beautiful. I would actually paint my entire future home that color. Like it was so beautiful. But yeah, everything else went so seamlessly. It was honestly really fun. My dad had texted me this message, and he was like, this was maybe like a couple days after, and he was like, hey, I didn't get the time to tell you this, but like, thank you so much for like, you know, doing this with me. It was a lot of fun, you know, like mom should take more vacations so we can like have those type of moments together more, which sounds kind of funny saying that out loud, but like it really was meant well, because again, like those type of high stress environments where you're literally, it felt like my father is my father all my life, but like we never worked on something that big, you know what I mean? Again, with deadlines, again, with like high stress, high emotion. Sometimes we were like not hydrated, not nourished. Like Sunday night, I was exhausted. I felt like completely like it was a lot. And I didn't even do much physical labor. Again, 5%. And that's honest. My dad did all of it. So I can't even imagine like how his body, his mental, like everything just felt right after. Again, it was so rewarding in the end. From when she walked into the room, like it was just great. And let me tell you something. In terms of the time, we did not have enough time. We did everything we had to do, but as I was on my way picking her up from the airport, my dad was still painting parts of the room. That's how little of grace period there was between starting ending work. Anyway, just wanted to give some context on the video, just so I don't throw a bunch of like slides. I didn't have my camera that I typically film on for YouTube that week. My mind was elsewhere, just to put it like at best that. But I filmed everything on my phone. So again, just to create some sort of like ideas, like what the plan was, how we executed it, you know, how it looked physically to do that type of labor. And of course, the grand reveal in the end. Comment down below what you think was your favorite part of the room renovation. Back to the video. So this was ChatGPT's version of sort of making what I already envisioned come to life. This is, I love this picture of my brother, but that's a snapshot of my mom's old room, how it basically looked, the layout of it, the color on the wall. That's her old wardrobe system. Funnily enough, she had the same sort of dimensions that we already needed to work with. Again, all shelving, 2 clothing racks, not much organization to be sort of leveraged with. And as you could see, her TV was set on the left side of the room. This is just to give idea of how much space we had to work with. And again, if you see the white railings and the white molding, you see that we will be extending that. So it gave us about 10 to 15 inches more. Now, this is us completely degutting her closet, RIP. It didn't show in the video. I just completely forgot to get a nice snippet beforehand of the before. But she had mirror sliding doors that, not for nothing, were coming off. So again, complete remodeled work. But that's the space we were working with. In terms of height, that was going to be soon manipulated. Now, this is him just sort of, my dad's very anal with how he does everything in life. And I think that's beautiful. But he's just simply organizing everything as we go. Is it saving time? Is it making more time? The world, we never know. But yep, that's basically what I'm capturing here. It was funny because that's the natural lighting I was talking about that she so easily gets in her room. And we kind of just use that as like a way of transportation just because we have pets. So it was kind of hard to just, I don't know, keep them outside of the room. So God forbid they don't get hurt, etc. There was a lot of like, it was a constructive site. So it was just looking a hot mess in there. Oh, and there he is. That's King Julius. Very curious. He's like, where's mom's closet? Fair. He's scoping out the place. Little supervisor on deck. Okay. I guess I really enjoyed filming him. I mean, he is a cutie. Like, just look at him. Okay. So this was when I was working with the IKEA website. You're able to really customize everything. So funnily enough, how it looks on that screen, mind you, this is like 3 weeks in advance work. Just touches here and there, moving things around. That is more or less how it turns out. So again, I put my money where my mouth is. Now they're trying to work on that electrical part. Because we knocked out, as you could see, we went higher and we went all the way flush to the left to give her the grander dimension that we're working with. That's said coworker, Yule. He was great. This was when I went for my second round of getting the correct paint because simply the first time I failed miserably. We luckily had a lot of space to be working with. This is the new paint that I thought was absolutely stunning. It's like creamy. It's called antique white. And as you see in that little pan, you see how white it just suddenly got? But in certain lighting, it could get a very like creamy-ish, on the verge of being kind of yellow. I don't know. I thought it worked really well because a lot of her furniture in her room was already black. So I figured with the dimensions of everything, we were also going to be flushing the new curtain rods all the way up to the ceiling just to give it more expansive look. At this point, we already sort of, once again, painted. We took off all the old molding. We did install a panel in the back. There's a backsplash. This is basically just kind of explaining everything to, I think, Cece. But you see that back panel? That's from Home Depot. That is one of my dad's favorite things. That is my favorite thing. I remember when we were picking out the new molding, I saw that and I was like, Dad, we need that. Like, we're going to use this for the vanity, which kind of really helps because, oh, that's me pointing out that we moved the electrical. Now that on the top area where I'm pointing was where my mom's old TV was. And we had the proper idea of moving her TV and electrical, running it along the top wall where he's sort of drilling, where they were able to move that successfully. And then we will later install the TV there. But yeah, that's basically where her vanity is now. That back panel really helps, as I was saying before, because it allowed us to not have to paint there because that was the only area in the closet which was exposed. Basically where the old paint is, you can see that mauve brown was where we were installing the new wardrobe, meaning where the panel is now, it would have been exposed wall. This is them so carefully trying to transport her TV. And I know the bed wasn't the most effective idea to keep it in the room, but I just really don't see how we were going to be able to take that bed out of the room. I really don't see how that was going to happen. I feel like it just was going to be more work. My dad kicked himself every day because he was like, we should have gotten rid of the bed. We would have had more space. And I'm not kidding. We had a lot of space. Okay. What else? I'm basically explaining how we're going to be putting the TV there. As you can see, we put the new light switch above his head. We put the new outlet for my mom to be plugging in like her blow dryer, her curling iron, all her hair tools, whatever she may need in the new outlet. Now he's asking me basically to, I think, sort of align myself straight to see where it's going to sit perfectly. The mount that it has was almost perfect because it really allowed us to set it in place where it needed it to be, while also being able to flush forward and to the back for, I guess, whenever. Oh, and then you see the light up there that's turned on. So that is where I think we moved that. I don't think it was set in that exact area in distance from each other. I think it was a little bit more back. So yeah, at this point it's coming along. It's looking a little rough. If you could see the old paint on top, that was the previous paint that we picked that ended up being so bad. Just for reference, it was called Battleship Gray by Bear. Now they're installing the TV. I thought that was such a sharp idea. I remember we were stressing when we got rid of the TV on the left side, just because it made a lot more sense for the wardrobe. I was just obsessed with the color, so I had to take a picture of it in the pan. I thought it looked so creamy. But we were stressing because we were like, where are we going to even put this new TV? Like we're moving it to make more out of her wardrobe, but where are we putting this? And I was like, why don't we just put it up there? And my dad, he ate that idea up. He was like, oh, you went off with that. And hello. So now we're mounting it. That's the extender I was telling you about. It does kind of shift to the left or to the right just because it's meant more for like a corner space. Again, that's where she had it. But either way, it was still working pretty damn good.
Okay, so let's plug everything in now so we can get rid of it.
That is, yeah. That back panel was everything. Now they're installing the new molding. That molding was so beautiful. I think it really just elevated her room. Like, she has a great space in her room. Not for nothing. The closet space was enormous. It matched the molding of the window panes. So that was really nice. She's never had that type of molding where it's kind of like all around the trims of the room. I'm just so enamored, obviously, with how everything's turning out. Then I also know okay, she's looking good. Look at the LED vanity mirror. That ate. Come on, like, tell me not. Tell me not. Everything else looks crazy, but for the sake of that, also very, very much proud of the curtain rods that we put in with the new end pieces. See, like, guys, look, see all the black trim with the white and the cream? It just looks so good. So modern, just, I couldn't get enough of it. This was the big day. Now, guys, it was Labor Day. It was literally Labor Day. Like, I don't think it hit me that, like, we're going on a big back to dorm, back to college, just time of the year. Like, it really didn't. But guess what? We got every single piece that we wanted. There was only one specific piece that we didn't get. Ended up being like a-okay because it probably wasn't going to be the most like aesthetically looking. Now, this is the wardrobe we're installing. All the customized stuff. Doors. Again, the colors all look so great with one another. That was a ladybug we found. It actually stayed with us the entire journey. Now, this is when my dad was solo. No coworker, no right-hand man. This is when he had to sort of make the vanity. Mind you, what he's using is meant for a closet. It's meant for the wardrobe. It's a pull-out tray with a glass shelf. And you could buy like little felt organizers. But he basically did that thing on his own.
It works.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you could already tell how nice it's looking. Like, come on. And, you know, not for nothing, she sends me pictures all the time or just like messages where she's like, I'm in love. Okay, so at this point, everything's looking great, right? But now we need to still do, hi, Ladybug. It's funny because ladybugs remind us of my mom. So it just felt like she was there with us in spirit. That's when we put molding all around the frames, the new wardrobe, right? At that point, we were like, oh, it looks great in that oak sort of color. Nope, it looked like plain old wood and it just looked off. So that's exactly what my dad had to paint the morning of. I was getting her from the airport. And that's Coda, our emotional support dog. He was loving his new room. And this is the grand reveal.
Are you sure we'll put the AC on? Day?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the room looks different. You cleaned in my room. How'd you do this? What the is this?
You like it?
It's so beautiful. Is it my birthday? Oh my god. Holy shit. Get the I'm sorry. Oh my god. No fucking way. This is so beautiful.
You cry?
I feel like I'm like I feel like I'm somewhere else. Get the oh my god. Who did this? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, press that little button.
Holy shit. No.
Press the circle. Come on.
Holy shit. Get the fuck. Who did this for me? This is oh my god. This is like, no way. No way. Get the hell out of here. The background. Is that my TV?
Yeah.
It looks so different. This doesn't even look like my room. Who the f***? Are you kidding me? This is a lot. Oh my god. No f***ing way. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for the poor person that had to go through all my drawers and my stuff. Did you find treasure? Oh my. This is insane. Why? Why? Oh my god! Look at the color! Look at everything! This is amazing. I don't know who, but oh my god!
These are blackout,
This is like a totally different room.
right? And then all your stuff.
Oh my!
Those are shoe
no!
Wait, look.
Who did this?
Look, we did this.
Why did you guys do something so
Now-
nice for me?
Now it closes.
Oh, my door closes. Oh my god, Danny!
These are all new.
You guys did this?
Look, so that one is for these lights. So you're gonna have
Oh
to
my
a little
god!
high.
What's up with that back wall?
Yeah. We have to fix that though from the side.
No, all I gotta do is put a little thing over it. This is all my electric too?
Yeah.
How did you get electric back there?
We moved it all.
This? I can't believe it.
So now you have this space over here. We did this trim. You see the trim around the thing?
Why did you do something so nice for me?
Look how nice. And then we have to get a better rug to fit, but like
No,
then you
that's
put your seat.
fine.
Wait, look.
I can't believe this. Christian?
Look, Mom.
Oh my god. This is like unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
This is actually Dad's idea.
Y yo no tengo marido para que me arregle, ni nada. Claro, mira eso.
I know.
Wow. Y el televisor, todo, ¿eh? Todo bonito. Espero que estés así ordenadita. Mira cómo está todo bonito.
So nice.
Señora, ¿cuánto tiempo piensa que se va a quedar así?
Creo que 2 días y esto.
No, a lot of work.
Vanity chair secured.
I'll make it higher. Look at this.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Let me see. All right, showing me what you're getting.
Oh.
That smells really good, by the
It
way.
does smell really good.
So good.
It's sand and fog. $8.
That's a steal. I think this is really cute. It's like a file organizer.
Put your sand and fog. And
Those
creamy
carpets are
rugs
really cute,
because
yeah.
We're vanilla.
We're vanilla gals.
We're vanilla. And cushion pads. So you don't scratch your or you scratch
you have to,
floors.
oh no, you can't put those
No,
on
you can't
there.
put it on that.
The color is really
I'm gonna
pretty
take it
of
out
the
though,
bag. I mean, of the chair.
I know, I love it.
It's all gonna match really nice.
And wait, oh, and this box so we can store who knows what.
And just to close out today's video, this was the color that gave us hell. I'm finishing up editing now, but watching this video back and watching my mom's reaction was like top tier. Like that was simply such a surreal experience, I'm sure, for everyone involved, especially her. But yeah, let's put project management in the resume because your girl did her thing. All right. And again, my mom sends me videos, she sends me pictures, she sends me selfies of her in her new vanity, in her new room, just like living it up, living her best life. And you know what? As she should. As she should. But yeah, thanks for watching today's video. It was so much fun to probably edit because it was a lot for that week. But you know what? That day, that evening, she came over and we went to TJ Maxx around my area and she found her chair. It was like the cherry on top because it was like now her room was completely complete, you know? But yeah, thanks for watching today's video. It was quite the journey. It was an experience. It was educating. It was enlightening. It was everything that it should have been. And A special thanks to my dad, a special thanks to everyone that was involved with this project. It really did come out the way that we envisioned. So stay tuned for next video. I'm currently working on that as well. Like, subscribe, and comment. I would love to know everyone's favorite part of the renovation. I have several, obviously, but it would be really nice to know what everybody's favorite part of it was. Bye for now.